back in 2019 when Vande Bharat was launched, in fact Train 18 was launched, New Delhi to Varanasi was the route which was preferred for this particular train. And now after 4 years we have another set of Vande Bharat train going from Varanasi to Delhi. In fact, this is the only route where we are going to have second Vande Bharat Express train, as this is the parliamentary constituency of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister himself is present today in Varanasi to inaugurate, in fact to flag off this particular train. This is the kind of scene that we are witnessing here at Varanasi station, and you can see the students from different schools and colleges who are taking part in several sort of competitions today. And this particular train will be going from Varanasi to Delhi in the morning hours. At this point in time, the existing train comes from New Delhi in the morning hours and return in the evening. However, this second train will run from Varanasi in the morning hours and will return from Delhi in the evening. This is the route where we have a lot of demand for Vande Bharat train, and this is the reason why Indian Railway has chosen this particular route for second Vande Bharat Express. When we talk about this Swadeshi semi-high-speed train, so it can operate at 160 km per hour. In fact, this is the train, this is the rake that can attain 160 km per hour speed in just 140 seconds. And today we have second such train, in fact a second train on the same route that will be covering New Delhi to Varanasi and Varanasi to New Delhi, the whole journey in just 8 hours. In some time from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to inaugurate this second train from his parliamentary constituency, Varanasi. When we talk about this whole corridor, we have East Corridor and then we have a similar corridor in West. As far as people are concerned, so passenger trains will get enough time as far as their operations are concerned. And this is the reason why this DFC corridor is very I am standing at East Dedicated Freight Corridor, which is one among many projects that will be dedicated to the nation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister is on a 2-day visit to his parliamentary constituency, Varanasi, and in this particular visit he is going to inaugurate as well as dedicate a number of projects to the nation. And one of these projects is this 402 kilometer DFC corridor, which is from New Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay to New Bhaupur, and you are seeing a freight train. Whenever we talk about dedicated freight corridors, so these corridors are important because of the fact that we have a number of passenger trains, and when the freight trains also go from these tracks, so the passenger trains don't get either proper time, or there is a number of difficult situations as far as operations of these trains are concerned, and that is the reason why this DFC was introduced. In fact, this is a formula where we have dedicated corridors for the freight movement. In fact, this particular corridor is of 402 kilometers, where you will have movement of your freight trains from this particular corridor. In fact, one train, this particular train will be flagged off by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And in fact, when we talk about this whole corridor, we have East Corridor and then we have a similar corridor in West. As far as people are concerned, so passenger trains will get enough time as far as their operations are concerned, and this is the reason why this DFC corridor is very, very important. And sometime from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be flagging off this particular train, and also this particular corridor will be dedicated to the nation. I'm joined by Chief General Manager of the Dedicated Freight Corridor, in fact the DD unit of the Dedicated Freight Corridor, Mr. Atul. Sir, welcome to CNN News 18. First of all, I wanted to ask, sir, when we talk about the Dedicated Freight Corridor and in fact this particular section, how it is going to benefit, one, railways, and secondly passengers as well, because they are saying that, you know, when you have dedicated line for freight, so passenger trains will be getting some sort of benefit as well.
Basically, this dedicated freight corridor will be connecting the coal deposits of eastern coal fields, central coal fields, basically of Jharkhand, Bihar, and it will be connecting to northern India to the steel plants, basically with increased speed, increased haulage, and minimum time of travel. Basically, the average speed which is working out right now is between 60 to 70 kmph, and the target is to make it comparable to the average time taken by Rajdhani Express for transportation of goods and passengers. Goods. Basically, this dedicated freight corridor will also offload, the goods train which used to run on IR track, it offload and will get time for maintenance of the IR track as well, and the dedicated freight corridor routes as well. And basically, it's going to give in general, boost to all the industries, basically, be it agricultural, handicrafts, every industry. It will reduce the time of transportation, reduce the storage time of materials, and in a way, it's a boon to the Indian Railways as a whole.
So, Prime Minister is going to dedicate this particular corridor to the nation today. We talk about the traffic as of now because we are learning that one train will be flagged off by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. If we talk about the current traffic on this particular corridor, if you can tell us about that also, if you can tell us about the length and the total time taken for the construction of this corridor.
Basically, this the part of the Eastern Freight Corridor the Prime Minister will be dedicating to the nation today itself. It's 402 kilometers. Basically, it consists of 12 stations in all. 6 are junction stations and 6 are crossing stations. By junction stations, we mean connectivity has been provided to IR as well.
Okay.
And we are following the automatic block signaling in our section, and where it is connected to the IR, this is block signal working. What else did you ask?
I'm talking about the current traffic, sir.
It is approximately, we are running 240 goods train in the section, and with an average speed of say 60 to 70, anything between 60 to 70 kilometers per hour.
All right. So these are the details of the particular section of the dedicated freight corridor that will be dedicated to the nation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. This is the train that will be flagged off, in fact, and as of now, the Chief General Manager talked about the details and also the kind of benefits that this particular corridor is going to give to the railways and to the rail passengers as well, because when you have a dedicated corridor for freight, so not only you are helping freight trains, but also you are helping your passenger trains to find the passage and also to maintain their punctuality as well.